Hello, and welcome to Year of the Vampire. This week we watched John Carpenter's Vampires. It was good. It was.
I'm sorry. I'm just. I might cut that part out. I just blanked. It is getting late.
Like it wasn't the most action-packed movie.
Yeah, it was.
But there was a lot of surprising parts, I guess.
Well, let's get into our talking points actually pretty quick tonight. I don't know. Maybe we should just.
Yeah, let's not beat around the bush. The plot was a group of vampire hunters. Right off the bat, starts out the movie by hunting vampires.
Well, I mean, yeah. How else are they going to get paid?
Anyways, the entire point is they're hoping to find the vampire master, I believe they called him.
Yeah, and then he just comes in and slaughters all but two of them.
That was like literally the second scene of the movie, and that was brutal as hell. An insane amount of blood.
Yeah, I guess he wants like some kind of black cross. Oh, crap, I can't remember the name.
It was a very...
But yeah, he wanted
Latin-sounding name.
Yeah, like he wanted it to...
It makes it so vampires can be out during the day.
Well, it makes it so he can be out during the day.
Yeah.
I don't think he gives a crap about other vampires being out during the day.
But he's
I
the
thought
first
the plot
vampire,
was. I thought
so.
the plot was interesting.
Yeah, it was
I enjoyed
a pretty good
it.
plot.
Good. What'd you think of the acting?
It was good. I remember his name.
I thought the acting was just very 90s.
It definitely was just... It's a 90s film.
Yeah.
It feels like how it should from the 90s.
Yeah,
I don't really know how to describe it.
I don't know how to describe it either. It's like, it wasn't bad. It was just very 90s.
I like their weapons. They seemed weirdly futuristic and yet simple, I guess. Is this
they were
stuff?
I was gonna say they were using crossbows and spears, so.
But I did like their stakes. They're just like shiny, polished pieces of spiky wood.
Hey, the ends had metal caps to hammer them down with and not break them.
So you don't like break the stakes when you're hammering into their chest.
The music and sound.
Most of the music was made by John Carpenter. Again, like I said, I really want to. I should.
Wait, was it?
Yeah. It said music, aside from him directing it, it said the music was made by him too.
Okay, so he did direct the movie. He just didn't direct the two sequels.
Yeah.
Which, I actually had wanted to watch the second one. I didn't know it was the sequel because one of the main actors in that is Bon Jovi.
Kind of wondering how they made a sequel now that I think about it. But
I think he just produced the movies, or because they're like John Carpenter Presents.
Either way, it was good. I like the music. It's simple. A lot of synthy and very 90s rock sound. All instrumental for the most part, though. Which, without vocals, it's not distracting on the more action-packed parts.
I kind of thought it was interesting that it sounded like they interspersed like animal roars and sounds with the vampires. That was an interesting choice, but one that I didn't exactly hate, because it would have just been weird having regular people run around making hissing sounds and shit.
The growling sounds are kind of unexpected, but it worked.
Yeah, I mean, you can still hear the humans doing it, but yeah, just the animal sounds along with it kind of drowns the human sounds out at first, so it's like, I don't know, it kind of just hits you differently than just humans making animal sounds. Yeah,
it's more of just like I guess an animalistic kind of...
Yeah, because that's what they kind of were. They were just more like animals.
Yeah, they're a lot more vicious than at least some of the movies we've been watching lately.
Basically, none of them talked either. Did you notice that?
Aside from the main guy who was...
And he barely talked. Yeah, and he barely talked. Like, you get almost no dialogue from 99% of the vampire characters in this movie.
That's the main character's name, James Woods.
No, that's the actor's name.
Actor's name.
His character's name was Jack Crow.
Yeah.
An edgy name for an edgy character from an edgy decade.
Hey, it all worked good.
Well. Alright, cinematography. What'd you think of the cinematography?
Simple. Kind of reminded me of Tremors for some reason, but that's probably because it's shot in the 90s and a lot of desert scenes.
Yeah, a lot of like
that's a weird comparison.
It was a lot of the setting was a lot of sun-beaten desert.
Yeah.
But it was in New Mexico, so.
Yeah, but it worked really good, and just a lot of westernish looking towns.
Yeah, there is a lot of desert in New Mexico.
Yeah, but as far as that go, all the camera shots, it felt right.
Yeah. Special effects.
Mostly practical effects.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. God, there was a lot of people being set on fire.
Yeah, that's how they killed a lot of vampires, was impaling them or dragging them out into the sunlight where their bodies just combust.
Yeah, there was like a good amount of blood, but a lot of people just...
Except for Val, like, he just, like, exploded like they stuffed him with dynamite.
He literally fucking exploded. This shit was great. There was
I did see
small portions of CGI.
yeah, there was some CG which didn't look amazing, but
It's just
like
mostly,
usual,
like, shooting guns and stuff. You
Yeah.
can tell it you don't want to be shooting.
I mean, usually that didn't even look all that bad, but there were some scenes when they're close up that you can kind of just tell that how fake it was.
It was just like the really fast shots, like when they were using the handgun, just bam, 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 bam. Like, it looked kind of awkward because they were using a handgun, and it just...
To shoot vampires. You noticed how they kept using guns, but it didn't do anything to the damn vampires?
It's like, aim for the face. At least it's hurting them. Like, the chest is doing nothing.
I mean, they shot one vampire in the face once.
And then knocked his ass to the ground.
I think that's mostly because it was a huge revolver and he wasn't expecting it.
It
And he was also
point blank.
and he was
Not
also
moving-
on a truck.
Yeah, on a moving truck. But anyways,
Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good. Overall, what do you think of the movie?
it was decent. It was good. Definitely watch it if you haven't.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry. I keep yawning. It is so late. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's a movie that you should just, like, go out and buy the special edition of. I mean, I'm sure some people have. If you like it that much, then sure. I don't know. I just thought it was a very middle-of-the-road vampire movie. Not bad, but it also
Not
doesn't
amazing?
break any new ground or give you any, like, too many original
I'd
ideas.
say it's worth a watch, though.
Yeah.